welcome to another edition of Simply Fit. I'm your host, Sandy White, your number one health and wellness nutritional coach. And if you are new, like, subscribe, and smash that donation button because we want to impact the world like never before. And our mission here at Simply Fit is to impact 1 million lives by encouraging individuals to live a simply fit life through health and nutrition so that they're able to overcome suicide and depression. And this is why I'm so grateful to be on WYTV7 Christian Broadcasters Network for a second season, because their mission is to encourage, empower, and to educate individuals. Let me say that again: educate, empower, and encourage, because that's the direction that they like it to be set in. But either way, this is what they're doing. This is what we're doing. And we need your help to impact the nation by saving 1 million lives. And there are people that I won't be able to reach, but you'll be able to reach. And this is why we're having on Miss Tawanda Hall. I'm telling you guys, she's been in the game for 10 years and she will kick your butt. She's out in Atlanta, Georgia, and we got her on the show today. Welcome to the show today, Miss Tawanda. And before you come on, let me just give a little background on Miss Tawanda. First of all, guys, this is so weird. We've been knowing each other for a while. I've never called her by Tawanda. I always call her by T. So if you know her, she gonna have you call her by T. But look, guys, she has a company that she created. It's called Fit to the T, and it's all about having a healthy size. And she's been achieving and maintaining this position in which she trains her clients to come in, because it's not all about what's on the scale. It's all about being healthy. Now, T is she lives that slogan by not having excuses. So when y'all go to her, don't come out thinking she gonna baby you, because that's not gonna be the case. She don't want to hear no excuses. She don't want you making excuses. She just wants you to make adjustments. She's a certified personal trainer, group fitness instructor. She's certified in spin. And guys, her heart is just to see you win. So welcome to the show, T.
Thank you so much, man. That was a lot. Okay, that's me.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Sandy. Thank you so much,
guys. This beauty here, don't let that face fool you. Yeah, she cute and all, but she gonna kick your butt when you follow. She gonna tell you later on in the show how to get to her, But I'm telling you, you guys follow her. When I say follow her, get the results that you're looking for. Stop trying to do all these fad diets and learn the process. And so with that being said, T, just give them a background of how you got into health and wellness to begin with.
So it's funny that earlier you were talking about depression and things like that. When I was about 40, going into 41, I had teenagers at the time, and my husband and my teenagers were giving us, a run for their money, for our money rather. And I just needed something. I knew I needed something. I needed to work out. I needed to just a change. I wanted a better me, because I didn't really like, who I was becoming. I was angry a lot. It was just a lot going on. I was dealing with, again, my son, and, he had a lot of things going on. So Holy Spirit said, you know what? You need to start working out. And I had done it years ago, work out here, work out there, things like that. But you needed to start working out. So I started working out, and I said, I'm going to start working out 45 minutes a day. That's what I'm going to do. And I started changing my meal, eating, 5 meals. Back then it was like everybody ate 5 to 6 meals or something like that. So I started doing that, and I started working out every day. And it really helped me, as far as I just started, having a clarity of mind. I started feeling better about myself, and things like that. And that's kind of, how I got started, just doing that. And then I got my husband involved and got my children involved and things like that. So that's kind of how I got started. It was just, just being, a 41-year-old woman. And I just said, hey, I got to make a change.
And that, that is so awesome, because a lot of times as moms, we totally forget about ourselves.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something, and let y'all know earlier, if y'all were listening, I did do the health and wellness thing, like, game busters and all that stuff. But then when I had my kids,
absolutely,
sometimes, I don't know, I think we get the mommy brain. I did the flipperoo, like, it's all about the kids. But when you're having, and I don't mean any shame to any moms that are still doing this, but you can't let the babies suck out everything from you, because then you don't have a supply to provide back to them. So I'm glad you said that. So let me ask you this. How was it easy to get your family involved, or did you have to motivate them, meaning like they had to see you be consistent and then they jumped on the bandwagon?
Absolutely. They had to see me be consistent, and I knew that they were watching. So it was basically, I'm the kind of type of mother, but I am like, if whatever I'm eating, that's what we all eat. I'm not making a meal for you, a meal for this person. I'm like, okay, we're changing. And it was just little simple changes and things like that. So if they came home from school, there was a fruit or a vegetable tray on the counter. That was your snack. I cut out a lot of the junky foods and stuff like that at the house. Now, when they went other places, I'm sure they, they got other things. But, I just started incorporating, different healthy choices in the house for them. Now, how I got my husband involved, I started going to the gym and started working out and started being consistent with that, with my 45 minutes. And then I started actually going to a gym, and I got into a spin class with some other friends and things like that. But my husband wasn't really like in on it, like really wasn't down with it or whatever. So, I came home one day and I was like, babe, I know this is a Christian station, but I was like, babe, all of them want me at the gym. They're smiling, they doing all kinds of things at the gym. And I was like, I need you to come to the gym. And from that day on, he was at the gym with me, because I was like, these people all in my face. I don't need them in my face, But then he got consistent, and then we got, started working out together, doing cycle class together. I started cycling and he started outdoor cycling with me and things like that. So, I got them in, then I started getting my daughter involved, and she was working out and she was getting healthier and things like that. And my son as well, he started, he would join us every now and then, because, he's still kind of going through his little things, but he would join us every now and then. So it wasn't hard, but I had to be consistent on my end, because I knew that they were watching. And like you said earlier, as a mom, we lose ourselves because we're being mom, wife, and things like that. And we forget about who we are. I'm a woman first, and so, I just kind of just lost myself in, trying to do all of these things for my kids, running them here, running them there. And I was just losing myself. And I always tell my clients, even now, with young children, or even if you have teenagers, they're going to grow up. And you better they're going to leave you, and you better find something to do with yourself. Right. And that was another thing that my husband and I did. We were like, hey, these kids are going to grow up. We better find something to do. So, and that's what we did together. And that's how we both became spin instructors, because he teaches cycle as well, and I teach cycle as well. Yeah.
So that was going to be my segue. When did you realize that after you realized, okay, I need something from me, because me was being taken away, and I don't like being me, because that's not my personality. So then you got into health and wellness. But when did you totally realize that you needed to be certified and take this to the next level? Because guys, when I say she took it to the next level, she took it to the next level.
So I want to say probably, I don't know, maybe 5 years into my journey. I got around with some other friends, and we kind of started, a little small, workout group together. And then I started, branching off from there. And I said, you know what? God was like, you can do this as well. Like I think this is what your call is, like, to help other people to see that in your 40s, you can do this. You can live healthy and start at age 40.
Right.
So, and you don't have to worry about trying to be super skinny or nothing like that. You can be size healthy. And that's where the size healthy came from, So, and so I just started there. I got a couple of clients and things like that. And man, before I knew it, I just kind of took off at the time I was in Maryland. So, and now I'm in Atlanta. So it kind of took off, and we did I was there doing that for, 8 years. I was doing it for 8 years, and just, showing a lot of women between the age of 30 and 50, hey, you can take your life back. You can win. You can live your best life. You can be a CEO and still take care of yourself. You can be a mom and still take care of yourself. You can be a wife and still take care of yourself, but you have to take time and make time for yourself. Because if you don't, then you'll look up and, a lot of them, high blood pressure, diabetes and things like that. And because we, as women, we just don't, a lot of us, we don't take care of ourselves, and we have to.
Right.
We're worth it. We're worth every bit of sweat and discomfort. And you may have another question for me, but I want to tell you, one of the biggest excuses that was for me was my hair as a Black woman.
And it's cute, mama.
Right. So my hair. So what I did, I was supposed to cut it at 41. At 40. At 41, I cut it all off. Now, this is a lot of hair for me. A lot of hair. So because that was a big excuse for me, I cut it off because I didn't want any excuses.
Right. So outside of the hair, because we hear that a lot as health and wellness instructors, people, my hair, and I put it on top of your head. Mm-hmm. I started cutting mine off, and you just got to do what you got to do. But right now, stay in that zone. What are like 3 to 4 tips outside of don't use your hair as an excuse that you've heard and you've countered it with something that your clients can implement easy?
So I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have 30 minutes. But we have 30 minutes to sit in front of the TV. We have, we waste a lot of time doing things that we can use time for ourselves. That's an excuse. It's too expensive to eat healthy. That's an excuse. Using our children, as excuses. Using our husband as an excuse for why we can't live, a healthier lifestyle for ourselves. So those are the things, people make excuses, but there's always an adjustment to that. So you got an excuse, don't make an excuse. Let's make an adjustment. So when they say I don't have time, you make time. Just like you make a doctor's appointment and you don't miss that, you put it in your calendar. You set a reminder on your phone. You do all of those things. And I tell, some of my clients, I say, make an appointment for yourself. And when your friends ask you to go out to eat or to skip your workout, say, I have an appointment. Most time people are going to back off. If you say, oh, I got an appointment I got to get to, they'll back off of you then.
I love that. That. Guys, T's got so much more to give to you all. We're going to take a quick commercial break and we're going to be right back. Okay.
Mr. Happy Living here. I love good things made by good people. That's why I love Zona Plus, the world's first software-controlled handheld device that improves cardiovascular health. You're going to love it too. I use mine almost every day to keep my blood pressure right where it should be. What surprised me though is this little device has been adding muscle to my biceps too. I walk around all day feeling pumped. Check them out at Zona.com. Use coupon code HAPPY for $50 off. Plus, for every order placed during the month of October, I'll donate another $50 to WYTV7.
I'm Sandy White from Simply Fit Radio, your number one health and wellness cheerleader. We want to thank our sponsors for this month, Zona Plus and Happy Living. So we want to pick up where we stopped off with Miss T, because we're halfway through our segment, and I don't want to miss a beat. She's got a lot going on. She's in the Atlanta, Georgia area, and I want you all to have a no excuse zone if you need somebody, because a lot of times what folks forget, you know what you know, but you don't know what you don't know until you get with somebody that'll push you, motivate you, and encourage you. So with that being said, when you get to the point where you're like, I'm not at my best today. I know I need to go work out. And we know eating one meal is not going to make or break you. But for some folks, it's just like being an alcoholic. If you taste that one drop of alcohol, you totally just jack. So what are some tips you can share with folks so that they won't fall off the wagon and they will reach out to you or someone that they trust that will motivate them, encourage them to do what they're supposed to do and stick with it until they can do it on their own?
Right. And so that's really kind of what the job of the trainer is, to kind of help and motivate you and be there to encourage you and things like that. But however, you have to do your own work. And so if you do fall off, or you feel like, you have a cheat meal, it's a cheat meal. Get back on. You know what I'm saying? You fall off your bike. What you do? You get back up and you keep it moving. Don't stay there. And call out and reach out for some help. Hey, I'm having a rough time with this. At this time, can you need a little pep talk? We'll have a little pep talk. Let's do it. But you gotta realize that you are worth it. You can do it. And hey, I'm here. Your friends here. You might start out in a group or things like that, but sometimes you may have to walk this road a little bit by yourself, where, it might just be you, and, you got to sit and motivate yourself, encourage yourself to, go to the next step and phase in your journey. Sometimes I've been, where it was just me, and I've been out, working out or whatever, and I'm by myself trying to figure it out, me and God, but you're never alone when you have God. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you got the Lord with you, you're never really alone, or, by yourself, or, that. So, I hope that answered your question.
Yes. So right now, here in Maryland, they, kind of up and down on what the rules and regulations are in reference to going back to the gym. Some of them are letting you come in, some of them are not. So what's going on down in Atlanta? Are they, because right now I know you're at a plethora of different places. So the first question, I'm not going to give them all. I'm going to do one at a time because, okay. I talk. So the first one is, how many places are you located that folks can reach out to you, gym-wise?
Gym-wise. So I have my own gym at my house. You can reach me on Facebook at Tawanda Hall, or on Instagram at Fit2TT #1 on Instagram. And then I'm also, so if you want to reach out to me about personal training, group fitness classes, you can reach out to me for that. Now, also, I teach at LA Fitness here in Austell area. So I'm there on Monday mornings at 9:45. I teach a class there. And then on Wednesday nights, I teach a class there, boot camp class. And then on Saturday mornings, I teach cycle at LA Fitness in Douglasville. So the other two classes are at the Austell location, and then the Saturday classes at the Douglasville location. And again, if you need me for group training, boot camps, things like that, any church events, anything like you have that health and wellness, you can reach me on Facebook or on Instagram.
So now here's the other question, segue. It's still on how, folks can reach out to you. You didn't have clients here in the Maryland, DC, Virginia area. what are those clients? Are you working with them virtually, or do you transition certain times of the month where you come back and work with your clients here, and then you go back to the Atlanta area? How is that working?
So when I left Maryland, I kind of just left that there. But when COVID happened, I started reaching out to some of my old clients, and I would do some Zoom classes for them via Zoom. So I had some of my old clients come back then. You know, we just had some great times doing a couple of classes. I was doing about maybe 2 classes a week via Zoom for about 45 minutes. And so right now I'm basically mostly here in Atlanta. And when I do go back up, you know, to Maryland, sometimes I may reach out to the girls and be like, hey, let's go work out, you know, meet me here or meet me there. So, but primarily I'm here in the Atlanta, Austell, Powder Spring, Cobb County area. So,
okay. So with the way you're doing it at your home, you are like it, or do they have to make a schedule appointment so that, you know, because we're still dealing with COVID, so you can stick with those rules and regulations? And if they cannot come to the house, are you willing to do a Zoom, or that's just not, that was just something you did for the DMV area?
No, so I actually do have Zoom clients that I have. We do Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday mornings via Zoom at 7 a.m. Yes, it's early. It's early. But
they can do it.
Yes, you get up and go to work or whatever you got to do. You get up and come on in. And we're doing that class for about 50 minutes on those days. So I still do the Zoom. And then if you want, as far as COVID here, we do have set client times at my home. So we have 8:30 and 11:45 during the daytime. And so we wipe down and clean in between our clients and things like that. After we use the equipment, everybody's sanitizing and cleaning down the machines at the home. And I only probably allow about no more than 5 people at my home at a time, just so we're not, you know, it's just not over superly crowded. So.
Cool. Now, you did mention earlier that you had to change. You didn't have to. You chose to change your eating habits.
Uh-huh.
Is that something you're willing to train others on, or just give them simple tips and strategies based off of what you have done to get to a healthy place for yourself?
Oh, no, we're going to definitely talk about you changing your eating habits, because one thing you cannot do is outwork a bad diet. So you can go spend 24 hours a day in the gym, but if we're not willing to change some of the habits that we've created and realize that we don't need a lot of the things that we think we need every day, personally. See, I have to talk about me. One of my biggest things was cheese and bread and sugar. And so what I had to do is that I had to break myself of some of those bad habits. And with that, I had to, you know, when I first started, it was, you know, the small meals. And then I realized, oh, okay, if I really want to kick this thing up a notch again, I'm going to have to make some more adjustments to my diet. And so I incorporated some detoxing, you know, doing some detoxes and things like that. And to help me, you know, kind of break those kind of bad habits. Because I loved cheese and I loved bread and I loved sugar. So it was like, you know, you take that, you know, 21 to 30 days to, you know, refocus your mind, you know, realize that, hey, I don't need all of those things, and just break some of those bad habits. Yeah, absolutely.
And there are a lot of alternatives that you all can, vegan, right. Healthy alternatives that you can use for instead of all of that, the white processed stuff, which ain't good for you anyway. because your body is not designed to break down processed foods. So we're getting down to the end part of our segment here. And I want T to tell you all about everything that she has going on, because she's got a lot of programs going on, and everything is not for everybody, but she's got something that will definitely get you kick-started on your healthy journey. So T, can you let them know what you have available and what's going on right now that they can sign up to get some assistance from you now?
So what I have available right now are my group fitness classes, which we do Monday through Fridays. And again, we have 7:30, 8:30, and noon classes that we have. So we have group fitness classes. Now, if you want to, that's what I majorly have going on with Fit to the T program. And we accept all fitness levels. So I don't care, if whatever your fitness level, if you're new to it, to working out, we definitely can work with you. Or if you've been working out for a while and you need to get back, kick started back up, then we're definitely here for you to do that. And some, if you have knee issues or things like that, I work with seniors. I work with people. I'm actually just recently started working with a young man who has MS, and just working with him as far as balancing it and things like that. So those are some of the things that I have going on. And then again, I'm also teaching at LA Fitness here in the Austell area. Monday mornings, 9:45 a.m. at the Austell location. Wednesday evenings at 5:45 p.m. at the Austell location. And then Saturday mornings at 9:15 at the Douglasville location. I teach cycle at 9:15. Come out, have fun. I tell everybody, hey, go at your own pace, do what you got to do, have fun most of all. And guess what? We're going to live that size healthy life together, because we're a community. It's about community for me.
That's right. That is so true. I got one last question. Is it important that they come with the fitness assessment, or you take care of that once you take them on as a client?
We absolutely do a fitness assessment before you start. And we see where you are. We do a fit test. We do weights. We weigh you. We do your measurements. And your body fat to see where you are, and, sometimes that number can be a little shocker, but I want people to understand this. You have to be consistent. If you're looking forward to just do this for an event, or, wedding, things are coming up, birthdays and things like that. But you really want to make this a lifestyle change. Lifestyle. That's right.
Guys, I told you she's a beast. Reach out to her. Because if you're in that area and you're using, I don't know nobody, and that's an excuse. We just told you all of the places that you can reach out to get some assistance from T, and she's giving you a plethora of different times that you could come in. So there's no excuse. Just get in there, get started, and get to your size healthy. I'm Sandy White from Simply Fit Radio, your #1 health and wellness cheerleader. We come on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you check your time zone. This is on WYTV7 Christian Broadcasters Network. Like, click, subscribe, click on that donate button. Also, check the other broadcasters. There's a plethora of different ideas and information out there. We want to impact the nations, and we need your help. So until next week, guys, see you later. Bye.